Okay, so I began again. Literally, going to Washington County High School. But after which, I might go back and add the fact that Joseph Palmer, the principal at Leroy, gave us the opportunity to pass. Every one of us. He got the whole pack together. I don't know how, but he did. He got us on the bus. The danger of riding school buses, getting packs together. By the way, it wasn't many years, so all of them were dead, except Robert. Except me and Robert. But we had our superintendent of education was elected, and Theodore Pearson, and he knew the Clark history, and he'd come once a year. He'd come to the dinner on the ground and give the talk, and it's mainly about the Clarks and Macintosh. If you read up in the Seventh Dan ads, but Dad made a trip after our report to him about what we'd done that year, and our required talk, about 2 hours, it wasn't longer. So I began another year. The principal, he offered us, if you come to school this last week, I'll pass it on to you. Guess who decided they'd go to school that whole week? A fellow by the name of Wayne Nichols, much older than I. I think he's in 10th grade. And he'd been through some grades before that. And he's basically a man. But anyhow, and Elma, my oldest brother, decided they'd go, because Elma hated school with passion, play sick all the time, But and it's funny too. I say that because he turned out to be one of the smartest one in the whole outfit, best read than most of the rest of us. And anyhow, they decided to go to school. That rascal, that Joe Palmer, I swear, he did what he said he was going to do. He had integrity. And so that left me and about 7 others out. So we had to decide, we'd let our parents know that was wearing A's, they were F's. And attendance, well, I forget what we did to those, We did something with them. We were at school, on a report card. And so it was the reason we're saying this now is to let you know that my dad went to Chatham. That's where the Board of Education had its offices. And he got pretty strong on Theodore Pearson. As good as he was to the family about letting them know who they were, And my dad really let him have it. He said, these kids are not going to be riding that far to school. There's a school that's about 26 miles from home, and we go in 94, getting there. And getting back home. And it's not going to happen anymore. And so they did manage to sell a bus out. They would not go in there any farther than our house. So we lived on the northern side of Sims Chapel, the northern edge of it, as a matter of fact. But we were at Sims Chapel and we were at Seaboard, at Tibby. And but anyhow, because our family, that's where mother's family are all from, that area north of us, And so we were really among kinfolk then when we decided to go to Chatham, to Washington County High School. And by that time, that is Elma, Robert, and myself, more Robert and I, turned that family love for hog hunting, wild hog hunting. And I might add a little bit of stuff here, what a hog is. A pig is a pig, that's a baby hog. And it showed it's a middle age, not middle age, but between a real hog and a pig. And a hog is a hog. You have a sow and you have a boar. And that's the sow being the female and boar being the male. And I'm in objection saying that people call them wild boar. They are not just wild boar, they were out hunting wild hogs and pigs and shoats. So you catch them all. Well, Robert and I found out it was a good little bit of income to be made there, you know. So we would catch these hogs and have a chance. We got, especially on Sundays, you know. After we come back from church, you know, and had our church clothes on and go out there and then we found all kind of hogs. And you know, that dog was unreal. I mean, we had old Henry, and it's still the same dog. How many things going to hunt, just had to know what to carry with you, what utensil to carry with you, you know, to hog hunt. Now all that was a rope to tie the hogs with.
Mm-hmm.
So you caught them with your hands, and using that dog is to keep the head busy while you grab the legs and tie them. And but we found that we'd take them and bring them home and put them in a lot because they were wild. I mean, they'd hurt you. And so we did that. We added it. Of course, we had the turpentine to do too. That was one of our big jobs because we had done the other jobs too. And on the skinning and killing oak trees and killing everything except pine trees. And of course, we early on we found out John Johnson came up to Robert and Elva and he's going to hire them, put them to work, keep them out of trouble, you know, and get some income too, you know. So anyhow, I sneaked myself. I got in there too, you know, doing that myself, you know, and long since I was out in the woods with them doing the turpentining and the expedition, that was me and Robert. It wasn't Elva. He didn't like it. This. But he did go out with us sometimes. He wanted to listen to the radio, you know, and do things around the house and read, believe it or not. Didn't like school, but liked to read. And follow these programs. But anyhow, I'm trying to get some years separated here.